Hey y'all, we are back with a Money Matters Monday session. And I know that probably kind of sound like a real tongue twister right there. Y'all might get tired of seeing me introduce sessions. However, this week is the last week of y'all seeing it. So today we'll be having our last Money Matters session, and we'll be talking about credit. It's a really heavy topic, but we're going to just give broad tips that can be helpful for you when you guys get 18 and you can get your credit card, whether it be like a Macy's or a Nordstrom or like a real deal official credit card. But I got some guests on here with me today as well as another presenter, so we can finish all of these sessions right. So I'm gonna start off by allowing Miss Christina to introduce herself, and then we'll get an intro from Elder, and then an intro from Miss Money Mo.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I am so excited to be on this live.
Thank you, Christina. Elder, can you introduce yourself? I know you've been on before, but for the people that may not have met you when you came on before, could you introduce yourself?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, great. What's up, y'all? My name Elder. I'm Cam's sister. I'm a Heart Smiles youth leader, and I'm an ambassador with Healing Youth Alliance. And also, Cam and I also have a business called Quarantine Delight. So if y'all like to eat, follow my Instagram. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and I can hook y'all up.
Yo, that's not my sister.
But yeah,
I
I'm
don't
Elder.
know that girl.
3
I
years.
don't know that girl. It's like, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's my sister, yo. However,
Right, you see how she tried to do me on here.
Quarantine Delights will still be here when I'm not here. So y'all could hit up Elder when I'm not in Baltimore. I leave next week. So send safe travel wishes on Monday. Bye. Go ahead, Miss Mo. 'Cause Elder's silly, yo.
Hey y'all, I'm Miss Mo. I'm a mentor with Heart Smiles, and I'm excited to be here today and to get into this conversation.
Thank you, Miss Mo. If y'all ever try, I don't know if Miss Mo sessions booked for the rest of the week, but if y'all ever try and get on some other live sessions, like and y'all talk and share your own topic, I'm pretty sure if Miss Mo and get hoarded in her DM, then y'all can come on to set sessions and talk about what y'all want to talk about. I know y'all don't always want to talk about like financial education stuff or like anything like that, but y'all can come on Heart Smile Success Sessions and talk about some stuff. So hit Miss Mo up. I'm gonna put her Instagram in the chat so y'all can flood her DMs because Success Sessions is over this week and we gotta go over or out with a bang. So now
And y'all, if y'all want hop on a session and you nervous, I can hop on it with you. So if you just have a time that you think you want to say something, just tell Miss Mo and she'll tell me, and I'm gonna hop on there with you so you don't feel like you by yourself.
y'all really hit me up because 9 times out of 10, Elder is not gonna respond to your message. You're gonna be like, she don't even respond to Miss Mo messages. She be having to reach out to me. Miss Mo be having to reach out to me, call my phone to call Elder so she can respond to something she texted her about. Like,
Yo, I didn't say text me. I didn't never say text me. I said text Miss Mo, and she
you
will
don't
relay the
respond to Miss
message.
Mo.
Look,
Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up, and I'll handle whatever y'all need to get in. So, yeah. That's what we got into today. Christina, could you kind of give us an overview of the questions that we'll be talking about today? I know we don't have a Kahoot today for y'all, but I want y'all to kind of we're gonna give some options for each question, and I want y'all to put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, depending on how many options are given. So I'll kind of give a reintroduction to those directions after Christina goes over the questions and the options for those.
Okay, so the first question is which of the following could be a secured loan? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
So 1, a student loan, 2, mortgage, 3, a auto loan, or 4, a overdraft. And I can put them in the chat and YouTube too. The question was, which of the following could be a secured loan? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Eric, he kind of is the best on the tech, y'all. With the whole little bubble, just save me a trip. Okay, I see one person put student loan. I see student loan. A lot of ones. Okay. Okay.
It's not letting me comment.
Sis, it's because you're not on YouTube. I see a whole bunch of student loans. Okay, student loan. Yeah, that's all I see. Okay, Thomas put auto loan. But mainly, I don't know if y'all put one just because I had put one in there or what. But all right, I'm gonna go over the answer. So the actual answers are a mortgage and an auto loan. So 2 and 3. A lot of y'all put ones, and I want y'all to kind of explain why, and then we're gonna come back at the end to kind of like explain why, it's 2 and 3 instead of 1. Christina, could you give us the second question?
Okay, so the second question is which of the following is not a typical type of credit? 1, overdraft, 2, credit card, 3, prepaid debit card, or 4, all of the above.
Nobody ain't put nothing yet, but like Elder, what you thinking?
See, I was gonna say credit card. Since I ain't really lie to you though, I really don't know the answer to any of these questions. So that was my best guess.
It's okay. I'm not much of an expert on credit either. I feel like with the information I know, it get real complicated just figuring out a whole bunch of the information at once. That's why we only kind of doing like broad concepts. Like it can get real complicated, like open-ended credit versus closed-ended credit and stuff like that. However, we're not gonna do a deep dive in the credit. I'm gonna encourage you all to kind of like do a little bit more of independent research after this to kind of figure out more things you may need to know when it comes to like home ownership, getting a car, and everything like that. But right now we're going to just do like vague credit information because I know some of y'all not even 18 yet either. So y'all might just can reach back out to us when you're 18. Okay, so I seen all of the above. Oh wait, she changed it. She put 3. I see a 3 and a 1, 1. Oh, y'all just saying 1 because everybody been putting 1 for everything. Okay, so the answer right there for that one is actually 3, a prepaid debit card. I don't know one. That one kind of gave it away a little bit because we talking about credit. So a debit card kind of like the on the opposite end. So it's like a debit versus credit thing. So answer was actually 3. Christina, could you give us our third question, please?
Okay, so the third question is what may not impact the interest rates on your loans? 1, your credit score, 2, the loan account, 3, your level of education, or 4, your financial instruction.
All right, y'all. So drop your answer 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. So the options again: your credit score, 2, the loan amount, 3, your level of education, and 4, your financial institution. Miss Mo or Elder, y'all got any ideas for this one?
I say 3, right?
Okay.
Because that's only
But not
right.
why you had to fade away from the camera though when you
Like
said like 3?
3,
Or,
maybe 3. 3
yeah.
sound right.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 sounds right to me too.
Okay. All right. I see a lot of 3s, a 2, 4s, couple of 4s. Okay, y'all. So I think I got enough. Y'all actually was right with that one. You ain't had to do the fadeaway, from the camera. It was 3. So your level of education has nothing to do with the interest rate of your loans. Like your personal stuff, like, your favorite color, your race, or anything like that, those have nothing to do with your interest rate on your loans. And the last 2 questions that Christina will be asking, they're like open-ended. So you really can just answer them in the chat and I'll read over a couple. So, Christina, could you give us the last 2 questions, the open-ended questions that you created?
Okay, the last 2 questions is, what is one way to build a credit?
Can I say something real quick?
Yep.
I know I heard of one way that you could build your credit. I've heard before when I took like credit classes. It's like you could have like a secured account, like with your bank account, and you can just, I think it's called like a secured credit card, right? So it's just the money that come off your bank account. So it's not like through like a credit card company. It's actually through your bank. So you can use your debit card like it's a credit card and just pay it off. So anybody know anything about that? Miss Mo, please, Miss Mo. I know you know something.
I don't know too much. I'm aware of a secured credit card. I don't know too much about it. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all. I don't try to know a whole bunch about credit cards because I don't want to have a whole bunch of them. Because to me, I know how I am. If it's at my disposal, if I got a Macy's, a Nordstrom, some whatever, if I got a whole bunch of those credit cards, I'm gonna use them. And then before you know it, I'm at the credit limit, and then I got 5 credit card accounts open, and then my credit score is in the garbage. I don't want to do that.
This is what not to do, y'all. This is what not to do. I never
I
had
don't.
a credit card. I never had a credit card, y'all, but I promise you, I would not just be swipe, 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 like
I
Miss
know.
Morgan. Like, come
No,
on
I
now.
don't. I don't do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a whole bunch of credit cards because of that reason. I don't do that. I don't do that because of that reason. A lot of people think and are under the impression that when you have a credit card, you have money at your disposal. And that's true to an extent, but you have to pay off that amount that you spend on your credit cards, because if you don't pay it off, then you owe somebody. If you owe somebody, that's when your credit score, your credit in general, is affected negatively.
And then that's when they
So
come get you.
yeah, no, for real. So certain accounts, if you have open and you don't pay back, depending on how much you owe, they will start taking your stuff. So just make sure that you are careful with the amount of credit accounts that you open. That's it.
Definitely.
If you love your possessions, pay off your stuff because they do not play. You love your dog, they will come get that thing.
I'm not playing. Continue.
Hey, yo. So yeah, I see a lot of y'all putting comments in the chat, paying off your loans. Also, I kind of think of credit as like a mini loan for real. Because if you're paying, even if it's as little as $5, I don't care. If you're using your credit card, you're gonna have to pay the $5 back. So making sure that you're paying the credit card bill on time, if not early, because it's better to get things done as soon as possible. So if you pay the $5 now, you might want to just go ahead, pay that $5 if you know you got it. Cause then I don't want to hear nothing about y'all forgot about it. Now you got $5 on your credit card bill, and no, just pay it off on time. Pay it on time. I'm gonna stress that. That's how you build your good credit. I also have like a couple more tips, but I also want to explain the first question. So we talked about which of the following could be a secure loan, and the options were student loan, mortgage, auto loan, overdraft. So with a secured loan, those things really have to do with the assets. So like home ownership, car, and things like that. So when it said auto loan and mortgage, both of those things have to do with assets, your home or your car. So secured loan equals assets. Let's put that. Secured loan equals assets. That'll be a little tip y'all can take with y'all later on in life, because I don't think nobody got their car or their home right now. So
I got a question, Cam.
Yes.
So you said like, so a car payment would be considered like a secured loan, right?
Not the car payment itself, like the loan that you get on the car. Like when you're paying for the car,
yeah.
like if you pay for it in full, right, and you use the loan, a $50,000 loan, whatever, how much the car costs, and you take a loan on paying for that car in full, that auto loan, that's what's considered a secured loan.
So if you don't have any credit, how would you get that loan?
That's a good question.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
please.
Go ahead.
So depending on what type of loan you take out, I don't necessarily know how it works with a car, but depending on what type of loan you take out, sometimes you have to get somebody to co-sign for that loan, or somebody for you to basically go up under to get that loan and get approved. You can still make payments, and you can still, do certain things when it comes to that loan, but it'll be under that co-signer's name. So if you mess up, if you miss payments, it actually affects the credit of that person. Go ahead, Elder.
Yo, all right. I'm gonna just tell y'all this real quick, just to be transparent. I'm gonna be so fast, y'all. I remember one time, y'all. Listen, I was messing with somebody, right? And they was saying like, "Oh, I need you co-sign on my loan for real." And my mother was like, "No, like you're not doing that." And mind you, I want the person to like me, so I'm like, "Yeah, like I co-sign on your loan, like yeah, we may both live in this house." No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just be having anybody co-sign with you, because like she said, if they would have went in that house and messed it all up, my credit would have been in the dirt. So watch, take heed and be wise with who you signing with.
And also, that was a good point that Ms. Mo brought up, because that's actually a way of how you could build the credit up. So if you making sure that you're doing everything right, you still making sure the co-signer, have everything going on great because you paying the stuff on time and everything like that. That also can help you build your credit up. But I wasn't sure. I think my government teacher may have told me this. I don't even know why we was talking about credit. It was like a whole little lesson we had. Like it was something that she did on purpose, but she was talking about like getting a credit card at 18, something that's like slight, like a Macy's or a Nordstrom or something like that, and using small purchases. Like it might be like from your favorite store, and they got a credit card line. You all know you always use your money to spend there, and you got the actual money in your on your debit card. It would be smart to use like small purchases and paying it right off for you to build that credit. So when you do go and get home ownership after like years later down the line, after you 18, like you already built that good credit by just having like a small minor credit card at Nordstrom or Macy's or wherever you can have the credit card at. So I don't know, that was a tip that I learned. So Miss Mo, you got, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it after this video. Mr. Eric, could you actually play the video that we have about some savings tips? Hello, my name is Camry Movis, or Cam, and one tip that I would give for saving is that you gotta have discipline. And if for the people that don't know what discipline is doing things that you have to do even when you don't want to do them. And that even goes with leadership and just owning your life as well, being a lifepreneur, as my mentor Miss Joni would say. So for you all out there trying to save money, have a certain level of discipline and have somebody that can hold you accountable.
Hi, my name is Christina, and And my tip to save money is you can save money for emergencies, and you can do that by putting the money you're saving for emergencies in the bank account.
Hi y'all, my name's Jackie. Today I'll be talking about my saving tips. So far I've set my saving goals, which is because I do have a plan back next year, hopefully, get my own car, go back to my country. So that's pretty much important for me. Every week, like I gotta like keep track of my saving, like my finances. Like I know I'm doing saving so far. I don't really. I like cruise for like once a month, and I'm pretty good saving. And I'm a college student, and of course, I got to save some money for sure. And that's like, because I don't think if you don't save, there's nobody out there to help you to pay a college, the books, your other trip stuff. Okay, that's nobody to help to pay all that stuff for you. So you smart save your money. Yeah.
Hey, it's Cam here, back again. And being a young money mentor has changed my relationship with money because it's allowed me to have a deeper thought process when thinking about it. So there are many layers to money. You have saving versus investing. You have credit. You have making a budget so you can know where your money is going. Because sometimes we just spend money without having too much thought. So I just have a deeper thought process as a result of being a young money mentor, and I want to spread that with other youth. All right, y'all. So I hope that y'all enjoyed those quick tips a little bit about discipline and thinking about things in a deeper way or in a deeper light. Those are some of the savings tips that we created for you all. That hopefully you guys can actually keep with y'all for the rest of your lives. So be disciplined with how y'all save money, because I know it might be hard to do right now. Seems like the world would just won't go, and it's so many things to go to, parties and events, and I might want to get snacks right now, but like think about the long term skills that you can teach yourself. Like if you can learn savings right now, then when you get older and you in your 20s and 30s or whatever the case may be, it won't be as hard. So does either Miss Mo or Elder have any savings tips that you guys would like to give before I kind of give a little bit more information about credit? All right, I see Elder got his church finger up. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think I would just say, like, when it comes to saving, make sure you just pay yourself first. That's the whole meaning of saving, you know. Because when you saving, you giving it to yourself and you putting it away for yourself, your future self. So try to think about the future and not always be stuck in the present. Oh, I want this right now. Because if you save, you be able to get things that's 10 times better.
Yeah, so that's definitely a good one. Um, I have a couple of things. So I would just say if you're saving, do not touch that money. Don't touch it. I don't care what you do to stop yourself from dipping in because you transferring money from your savings to your checkings. We see you. We know you're doing it. Just go ahead and do whatever you need to do to not touch that money. Have a set amount that you're going to take from, a check or, whatever sources of income that you had. Take a set amount and put it there every time. If you're able to do a little bit more, push yourself to do a little bit more too. And I don't know how everybody feels about these, but I use a couple of apps too that help me just kind of like take little bits and pieces every time that I make a purchase out of my account, and it just puts it where I can't see it unless I open the app. So that's helpful for me too, like Acorns or Digit or something like that. That's really helpful for me.
Thank you both to Elder and Miss Mo for sharing those tips. Elder, you got something else? I seen you came over mute.
Nah, I was ready to say, I don't be liking them apps because sometimes I be feeling like the app be taking my money too. I don't like that. For real. They be like, you gotta sign up $10 a month for us to help you. What?
Oh no! Don't get
that's
those.
A scam.
They don't take no money from me.
One, though.
Yeah, use the free ones.
Yeah, Miss Mo said something. I think Acorn, something like that.
Acorns or Digit. Those, at least Digit. I can speak for Digit. Digit hasn't taken any of my money. And I've had Digit for a while, so I will say that.
All right, y'all. We promoting Digit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're
Just-
not. Whatever happens, whatever happens with your experience is what happens. We are not endorsing anything. Do everything at your own risk.
Use Digit, y'all. Maybe use Digit. It might work for you. That's what we saying. That's what we throwing out there. It might work for you. It worked for Miss Mo. You know, you got your own experiences. That's when you. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give a couple more credit tips because I told y'all we were gonna kind of give like broad, not in detail. Where then y'all can ask like. Matter of fact, drop your questions now, like 1 or 2 questions. But I'm gonna drop the tips right now, and then after the questions and we answer you guys' questions, we'll be wrapping up today's session. And if y'all ever have anything else that y'all want to ask us, I'm gonna put my Instagram in the chat so y'all can ever reach out to me once these sessions are over. Because, like I said, today is our last session, so we won't be here presenting no more. So any information y'all want to learn, y'all can either go to Google University or y'all can just come to me. So some tips that I have that we already touched on: always pay bills on time. Pay them on time or pay them early. Y'all might want to set that auto pay up when y'all do get your credit cards and everything like that, but pay those bills on time. Keep low balances on your credit cards. So Miss Mo was talking about she had the credit cards at her disposal. She would be going to the credit limit. That is not advised. So keep very low balances on your credit card. If your limit is $500, your max is $100. $100. Do not go all the way up to $500. That's the second tip. Third tip: monitor your credit report to ensure that there aren't any mistakes. So you can actually go to annualcreditreport.com to look at a free report of their credit score. And I think you can do that, like, it's like mainly advised to like look at it every year. You might want to do it like every 2 times a year or something like that. Fourth tip: avoid too many credit inquiries in a short period of time. So, don't keep calling them to ask if you went on your credit limit already in a week span. Don't be calling them 10 times in a week, asking them about your credit, if you hit the max, anything yet. Just make sure that you just keeping at a good pace. Basically, don't max out the cards and all of them at that. Like you might have 2 or 3. Do not go out to the max every single time for every single card, because that's too much. That's doing too much. And finally, protect your finances. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about frauds and scams and some of the ways to like determine if certain things are frauds and scams. Make sure that you actually put in your credit card money into things that are respected or reliable. Don't put your credit card information to everything, nor do you want to share your credit cards with other people. You share it or you co-sign, like Elder said she was ready to do, whole credit card down the drain. Don't get nobody no car loan in your name. Don't do nobody home loan in your name. I don't care how much you're trying to help somebody out. Just don't do it. Because credit is something that's going to stick with you for your life. And you're going to be the one building it back up when somebody take it and make a stupid decision with it. So
unless you get a different identity or something like that.
I'm not telling y'all to practice identity theft. So did anybody drop any questions? I don't see any questions in the chat. So any questions that you think we should go over?
I have a couple of things I can add to what you said if we had some time. So
yeah, we got some time. I don't see any questions in the chat, so you can go.
All right, so Cam mentioned like make sure you don't spend that whole 500. Try to keep it at a limit, like give yourself as a limit of like $100 or something. A lot of credit card companies have like an alert system that will email you or text you or whatever when and you can set your own limit on your credit card. So let's say your limit is $500. You give yourself that $100 cap. You can tell your credit card company that, okay, I only want to spend $100, and they'll email you, text you, or whatever when you're getting close. Don't ignore them like I did before. Don't ignore them when they come. When they come, just make sure that you pay attention to that and that you're disciplined enough to do that. And then Cam also mentioned, like, don't make a whole bunch of credit inquiries. And that goes for, I mean, as you know, get older, you want to purchase a home, or you want to make a big purchase where it's thousands of dollars and you have to make payments and stuff. The reason for not making a whole bunch of those credit inquiries, it can really come up on you, like when you are in the process of like closing on a home or closing on that big, you know, deal or whatever, because they're going to run your credit. They're going to do a whole bunch of these other reports. And you don't want anything, you don't want them to you don't want the bank or anybody else to flag anything that you know, that you're experiencing, anything that would negatively impact your purchase. So I just wanted to add those things.
Thank you, Miss Mo. I see one question in the chat, and we'll probably have time to get to one other one, but I'll just go over the one that we see. So, how do y'all make a budget for yourself? So, I'm not sure. I think we talked about this before, but like for my personal budget, you kind of have to break it down into separate areas of your life. So, I'm not saying create like a whole budget. Like I can only, like, when I look at things in a broad spectrum, like from, it kind of overwhelms me. So like if I'm thinking about I only can spend this amount, and this includes my self-care, my hair, my nails, going to get everything done, how much I want to bless other people, like figuring out this all those categories under one thing is overwhelming for me. So I break mine down into categories. I'm actually kind of working on it a little bit more. I've been having fun this summer, so I've been considering the money. My savings is there, you know. However, like the money that I do get to have for myself, I need to work on more of a budget for that so I can allocate it a little bit better. But however, I do
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can actually answer the question as well. How you budget?
So for me, I'm kind of say the same thing as Cam. Like right before the summer, I felt like I kind of had more control like over my savings, and then I kind of like got my car, so I kept having like expenses.
We can't hear you. Okay, so basically, I think from my knowledge of knowing Elder, basically, she has more expenses now because of her car and her car insurance, which may be like gas, car note, insurance, those things. You know, she has more things, and that wasn't allocated in the budget originally. So it's been an adjustment.
At all. But it's definitely been an adjustment, and it's been times when I just had to say no to myself about certain stuff, even though I want to have fun this summer, you know, knowing my limits. And originally I had a specific goal for the end of the year, and then I started getting expenses that I wasn't expecting. But I realized, okay, I may not be able to meet that goal, but I still have to make sure that I have a goal that I'm trying to meet, or like that I have in mind. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody called me. Like, that's so rude that they didn't know I'm on this session. Like, come on now.
Super rude. That's the way that Elder she realigned her savings goal. However, like y'all also can take account, like maybe y'all can get more sources of income too. Like you can do it where you adjust it to what's going on right now, but you also can be like, okay, I still want to do this same savings goal. I think I'm able to do this, so I'm gonna push myself and I'm gonna get this way of income. I might be getting another job or another way of getting income, or I might be looking for more scholarships so I can get a bigger refund check. Like, I don't know. Y'all better figure out some different things, but it's always different options for how you want to move and go about different things. But Miss Mo, how do you budget?
I try my best. I feel like I'm a very like realistic person when it comes to talking about like finances and stuff. I try to have that set amount that I do, you know, set for my savings or for whatever. I again kind of like similar to what Elder said, I spent a little bit more money, you know, pandemic not over. It's not over. Wear your mask. not over. However, it's more things happening. People are getting vaccinated, things like that. So there's a little bit more expenses that I expected. I also had to move during the pandemic. So like, so you have like an emergency fund. You always want to have, especially my ladies. I'm talking to my ladies in particular. Always have an amount of money that you have somewhere stowed away for, a rainy day. My fellas too, but I'm just saying, just in general. But yeah, I have a set amount that I try to put in my savings. I use I use that Digit app. That's so super helpful to me. And I try to be just aware of the amount that I'm spending for leisure. And I also have very set expenses that I have to pay every month. Like I have a car note, I have, rent, I have things like that. Those do not change. So I have to make sure that I have those amounts set to the side too. And I have certain options, like for my car payment. A lot of times people think you have to do a lump sum car note or whatever. I split my car payment so that a certain amount comes out of one check and a certain amount comes out of another check. And that way, I do things like that because, listen, I have to pace myself. I have to make smart decisions because I know what type of spender that I can be. So I try to prevent that from happening. Here we go.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Christina, do you have any budgeting tips you want to share, or where you do your budgeting?
Well, my budget tip is that I will take out some money and spend it to what I need, and then save the rest for like emergencies and in case something happens.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. For me, my stuff kind of really actually depends on what form of income it is. Like I kind of make decisions for stuff that's not like, oh, every week I'm getting this amount. But the stuff that's like set, like living classrooms, when I get paid for my internship, 60% automatically go in my savings account and 40% go into my checking. So if the check is $500 or something like that, but 40% of that is going in check-ins and the rest is going into savings. And that's kind of like how I've been able to build my savings too. Like it's automatically taken out. I set it up that way for it to be like that. Even if I wanted to be like, oh, I think I might need more, like it don't matter. I already sat down on the paperwork. It says 60% is going into the savings account and 40% is going to my check-ins. So whatever else I need to happen that need to go in my check-ins, I gotta make something else work. Whether that's more, I'm doing more higher presentations or more different opportunities or anything like that. Like I'm gonna have to figure something out. That's kind of how I do stuff like that. And what Miss Mo was talking about, she was talking about fixed and variable costs. So it's gonna be some things that stay the same, rent or mortgage or car note and things like that. However, it's gonna be some things that fluctuate or change. Maybe you spent more on your nails this month than you spent last month. That might gotta change, but it's also depending on what type of person you are. Knowing yourself. Ms. Mo had that be like a topic or a common thing she had when she was talking throughout this whole thing. So know who you are, what budget is reasonable or realistic for you, and that's kind of how you want to go about it. Somebody said, have you saved more money during summer or before? Ms. Mo said before. I think I save more money in the summertime. I think during the summer I had a lot of stuff that I was doing more. Like, so with PayPal, if I get my money in PayPal, like I put a lump sum of money in my thing at a time. So like for projects, we get paid for those like a lump sum at a time. So what I do is I either split it where it's like, okay, I'm gonna put 500 in this and then 500 in this, or like I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put 20 in my check-ins, the rest gonna go in my savings. Like I've been doing that. Anytime I get a lump sum of money, especially in my PayPal, like I split it, and I've been getting more income in the summer. Like summertime money is different than the money from out summertime for me.
Yo, it's the opposite for me. I be grinding during the school year. Then when summertime come, I don't even care. Like I don't care. I just be spending it during the summer. Summertime is hot. You're supposed to enjoy it. In the wintertime, you're just supposed to get warm with your money. Like just get your money, stay in the house, stay warm with it. And then in the summertime, you pop out as when you do.
Ms. Moss said, I know you said before, you kind of on the same wavelength as Elder.
Yeah, and especially this particular summer. I'm telling y'all, last year I was a great saver because we weren't doing anything. Like we didn't really do too much. But this summer, you might, go out to eat more. You might see your friends safely. Wear your mask. You might see your friends more. You might take some trips or whatever that you're doing. So summertime has definitely been a season more of spending. But again, like Cam mentioned and kind of pointed out, I know myself when it comes to money, I have to make like auto decisions. Take the money away from me so I never see it. Or, the fixed amounts and all of that. Like I have to do certain things just knowing who I am. Yeah, so pretty much that.
Christina, you have some that you want to share? Did you do before, or you save more money before summer or during?
I probably do a little both. Like save money before summer, save money after summer.
Okay. Okay, thank you for sharing. So, I want y'all to drop in the chat, like, if y'all been watching Money Matters for a while, even if it's your first session, one word describing how you felt about it. And I want to thank everybody that's been consistently watching. I want to thank Miss Mo, and Elder for hopping on because I did ask them today. So, getting them to come on made me feel a whole bunch better for ending the Money Matters sessions off. I know y'all had Elder before, but Miss Mo was new, and I think Miss Mo always got like her own energy that she bring, and she's grew a lot, y'all. Miss Mo did not like talking before. She didn't want to do success sessions, and she been doing them. She did them 2 seasons, and she got on here. So I think that just really shows that Miss Mo have made a lot of growth over these past 2 summers, regardless if it's with the savings or not.
Man, I
Thank you.
appreciate you having me on here too, Cam. I appreciate
Yeah,
y'all letting me talk to y'all. I hope y'all
yeah.
learn from some of my mistakes too, and Ms. Mo. What'd you say? What'd you say? Stay low and don't be like Miss Mo. Keep it low. Just keep it low.
Yo, I
Keep
got
your
good
limit
credit.
low.
Listen, don't come for me. I got
But
good
what
credit.
did you have to go to? What you had to go through to get that good credit?
Not much. Knowing myself.
Oh,
Knowing
all right.
myself.
All
I
right.
don't have,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't have multiple credit. Listen, knowing myself, I got good credit. Thank you, Cam, for having us, and Christina and Mr. Eric. Thank you for creating this space. We are very appreciative.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all. If y'all want to see more sessions like these, finish watching Success Sessions. Hot Smile YouTube channel. It's got some. It's one on right now. It's halfway over. However, you can still catch some. So, if anybody's interested in being a money mentor, learning more about financial education next summer, please drop some interest in the chat. But it also may be a Google form drop shortly. So I want to thank y'all for just continuously supporting for these past 6 weeks. All the guest speakers that got on, and make sure y'all come on Wisdom Wednesday, 9 a.m. on Wednesday with me and Dante. So I love y'all, and I hope that y'all learned at least one thing from these past couple weeks. Bye.
See ya.